10 before the hour. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. North Carolina, which is really a beautiful state. I mean, my God, they have everything. The ocean, the mountains. Some clean cities. You have the Research Triangle, which is Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. But you also have a political system there that is saying to, not necessarily the university workers or the researchers or the companies or the people that work for the huge private corporations, this huge capitalistic enterprise that is the Research Triangle. Those people are exempt. They always are exempt, aren't they? But the workers, the unemployed workers, the people who do the really hard work, and when their jobs disappear and they go on unemployment, you take a 55-year-old man who has been working, or woman who has been working in the textile industry in North Carolina, non-union job, busting their asses for 20 years, breathing in all that lint and crap that gets into their lungs. No union to protect them, no nothing. Just, $13.80 an hour job. And they both work until they're ready to drop. And their life expectancy is probably about 67 years old. And then they're told, hey, this is your last paycheck. So they start drawing unemployment, and then they're told, hey, we're cutting your unemployment. So they take that, and then they're told, hey, we're also shortening the length of time you're going to get it. Well, what are we supposed to do when it runs out? Oh, we got some job retraining programs for you. Oops, I'm sorry. They're going to be defunded too. I don't know what you're supposed to do there, Bubba. Maybe you and your old lady can, I don't know, go do some farming? How about some sharecropping, huh? I know. You can sell insurance. How about telemarketing? Magazine subscriptions. Yeah, the day's coming. 170,000 long-term unemployed workers in North Carolina are going to lose out on the extra federal funds that were available. $700 million in federal extension benefits. And the governor and the legislators in North Carolina, Republicans, said, no, you can't have it. Get your hand away from the counter, boy. You can't have that lonely sandwich. You cannot have it. Get your hand down before I cut the damn thing off. I got to pause here before I get too pissed off and say things that won't sit well with our radio stations. I know. Let me state again, this hour has been sponsored by Jim Taleb. Thank you, Jim. His message is, truth seekers, please contribute to keep the only truth teller on the air. Thanks for the sponsorship, Jim. And also Alice Swanson, Alice at Heel and Hollers, one of our long-term advertisers, who also sponsors the program this way. Thanks, Alice. Her message, trying to talk to crazy Christians is like playing chess with pigeons. They knock over all the pieces, they crap all over the board, and then they strut around like they've won. On the other hand, I hear pigeon pie is very tasty. Oh, my God. Thank God you still chuckle, huh? Yow! And I have to mention again, today is the anniversary of Hunter Thompson blowing his brains out there in, where did he live?
Utah?
Woody,
Colorado.
Yeah, it was in Colorado, but Woody Creek or Woody, oh well, doesn't matter. February 20th, 2005, kaboom! You know, he never even finished high school. He was jailed for 60 days after assisting in a robbery. So he finally joined the Air Force. He got into journalism then. He traveled frequently, spent a lot of time in Puerto Rico and Brazil, finally settled in Aspen, Colorado. remember the first book I read of Hunter Thompson's was Hell's Angels, The Strange and Terrible Saga of the Outlaw Motorcycle Gangs. That was way back in the mid-'60s. And that was a pretty spooky book, because if you remember, he traveled with them, he was accepted by them. One day they decided to kill him. And then he did that piece on the Kentucky Derby. And finally, probably the one book, or I should say, the greatest contribution that Hunter Thompson made to American letters was Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail 72. Remember that? All about the Nixon campaign? OMFG. But anyway, he was suffering from some health problems. At the age of 67, he took his one of his guns and blew himself away. His ashes, he was cremated, his ashes were fired out of a cannon in a ceremony funded by his friend Johnny Depp and tended by a host of friends, including John Kerry, Jack Nicholson, so on and so forth. And Hunter Thompson said one thing, and this has just stuck with me. He was known for his use of alcohol and illegal drugs, of course, and his love of firearms and his contempt for authorities. But the remark, I don't know where I heard it, if it was something about him or he wrote, he said something like, I hate to advocate drugs, alcohol, violence, or insanity to anyone, but they've always worked for me. Dr. Gonzo, we certainly miss you. I'll see you tomorrow night. Take care. Keep it lit. I'm Mike Malloy.